Walt Disney Animation Studios has dropped their very first main trailer for Frozen 2, giving us a little more insight than was previously offered in the teaser trailer, which launched a couple of months ago. I've got some thoughts to share on this trailer as well as a few small things to break down, so let's get into it. The first Frozen is one of Disney's biggest animated films of all time, and easily their most successful from the last decade of the studio's output. Despite how beloved that first movie is, it's one that I don't love entirely. So going into the first Frozen 2 teaser trailer, I wasn't all that hyped about it. However, while watching it, I was completely blown away, not by the possibility of another story from the Frozen world, but by the incredible animation displayed in the trailer itself. So now we come to the main trailer for the film, and I have to say, not only am I still continuously impressed by the animation here, but I'm actually getting sucked in by this really wonderful premise that is offered up for it. If the trailer itself didn't make it incredibly clear, Disney have released a small synopsis alongside it. Why was Elsa born with magical powers? The answer is calling her and threatening her kingdom. Together with Anna, Kristoff, Olaf and Sven, she'll set out on a dangerous but remarkable journey. In Frozen, Elsa feared her powers were too much for the world. In Frozen 2, she must hope that they are enough. If the first Frozen was a journey of one's self-discovery, Frozen 2 looks to follow it up with another, but this time round takes us on an adventure that truly encapsulates the classic hero's journey story formula. Here we have Elsa not only facing up to her powers and learning how to use them in brave new worlds and brave new ways, but also discovering why she has them and what their true purpose is. I think just like in the hero's journey arc, there's a real philosophy behind this. Elsa's powers obviously aren't just a freak of nature, she has them for a reason, and this film is about discovering the true meaning behind it all. This really resonates with me, and it's a story that I feel like I can wholeheartedly get behind. Judging by the ambience and the colour palette decided upon here, it looks like we're going to get a story that's a bit darker, a little bit more mature, and maybe even a bit more emotional than the first. Of course, we're talking about a film here whose main demographic is the young ones, so it ain't going to get too dark, but a slight edge is certainly welcome here, and I think that's what we're going to get offered by Disney. What I'm most excited about here is the film's fantasy elements and the way this world is going to open itself up to bigger, more exciting themes and ideas. It certainly looks like we're going to get to see a whole lot more of Elsa's powers and different ways they can be used, as well as other iterations of magic that take on new and exciting forms. I particularly love this scene with the water horse. I initially thought that this could be a figment of Elsa's magic or something perhaps darker and more sinister, because I'd really love to see the introduction and exploration of dark magic. However, Disney's press release for the movie calls this a Knock, a mythical water spirit that takes the form of a horse and uses the power of the ocean to guard the secrets of the forest. I love this introduction and exploration of new mythical creatures and characters, and I think it's going to add a real classic Disney charm to the film. This is soon followed, of course, by Elsa using her powers to create apparitions, which look absolutely fantastic and show new and different ways in which her own powers can manifest. And then again, we have this strange pink and purple fire which seems to be engulfing this forest, but it's not really burning anything. I can't even begin to theorize on what this could possibly be, but it looks absolutely stunning. I love that the movie seems to not only be opening itself up to new thematics, but new locations and worlds as well. The press release also adds some additional information, noting that Anna, Kristoff, Olaf and Sven journey far beyond the gates of Arendelle in a dangerous but remarkable journey to help Elsa find answers about the past. Though the trailer doesn't put a huge emphasis on these characters, it's obvious that they will all have quite a big part to play. Though it's also very, very clear that this is a film that will put a major spotlight on Elsa, whereas the first really focused more on the plight of Anna. This movie really could have just as well have been called Fallen, because it looks like we'll be journeying into a beautifully leafy woodland world, and in fact the leaf seems to be the film's symbol, just as the snowflake was for the first. And this really is something that continually rears itself throughout the trailer again and again and again and again. And I love this idea. It not only takes the characters on a journey out of their own comfort zone, but the audiences as well. It offers new visuals, new locales, new symbols, new meanings that take the film in new directions that may well be intriguing and foreign to fans at first. Again, this can only really be a great thing for this movie, as the movie strives for its own individuality instead of being a carbon copy of the first. The fact this movie is releasing a whole 6 years after the first really shows that Disney have taken their time with this, when it really could have been all too easy for them to just splash right into that pit of cash offered up by the first film while it was still hot. Maybe it's just that Elsa seems a way more interesting and conflicted character, or maybe it's that they've actually come up with a story that I feel looks really intriguing and captivating, but I am super excited about this movie either way, and it's easily become one of my most anticipated films for the remainder of the year, with perhaps some of the best animation and animated scenery we have ever seen. I just cannot wait to sink into this one. So how about you guys out there? What are your thoughts so far on Frozen 2? Did you love the trailer? Did you not love it so much? And are you looking forward to seeing this, or are you just going to be throwing it a big hard pass? Fire away in the comments below and let me know your thoughts. If this is your first time viewing one of my videos, you like what you've seen, you'd like to see more like this in the future, then please don't forget to hit that big old subscribe button up on your screen right now, and also hit that like button down below if you're feeling extra generous. Also, don't forget to check out my many social media accounts, and please consider supporting me over on Patreon. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you have a wonderful day.